It's time to discuss the album that is Bad, the 1987 album. Bad is a masterclass in pop. And while opinions vary, fan and critical consensus generally considers Just Good Friends the weakest track, with the top tiers dominated by timeless anthems like Man in the Mirror and Smooth Criminal. Here is the definitive ranking of all 11 standard tracks from Michael Jackson's Bad, from worst to best, based on general consensus. 11. Just Good Friends feat. Stevie Wonder. Even a collaboration between two music legends ends up being a filler track. It's a fun, bouncy tune, but it lacks the magic and staying power of the rest of the album. 10. Speed Demon. A heavily rhythmic, rock-infused track that is great for showing off Jackson's vocal tics, but it's often overshadowed by the album's massive hit singles. 9. I Just Can't Stop Loving You. A classic 80s duet and a massive Billboard hit, but largely considered a slightly standard pop ballad compared to the edgy, cinematic tracks on the rest of the record. 8. Another Part of Me. An incredibly upbeat, danceable track that gained massive popularity after being prominently featured in his 1988 film Moonwalker. 7. Liberian Girl. A beautiful, atmospheric, and highly melodic R&B track that stands out for its lush production and sweet vocals. 6. Leave Me Alone. Included on the CD and cassette versions of the album, this Grammy-winning, driving funk rock anthem is a brilliant and aggressive response to the tabloid media. 5. Dirty Diana. A hard-rocking, gritty track with a legendary guitar solo by Steve Stevens that proved MJ could dominate the rock charts just as easily as R&B. 4. The Way You Make Me Feel. An absolute groove of a shuffle. This track is defined by its infectious, swaggering bassline and playful, flirty vocal performance. 3. Bad. The iconic title track driven by a punchy, aggressive horn section and a heavy funk beat. The short film, directed by Martin Scorsese, firmly cemented MJ as the king of pop. 2. Man in the Mirror. One of his most powerful, socially conscious, and emotional performances. With its soaring gospel choir buildup, it remains one of the most uplifting songs in pop history. 1. Smooth Criminal. The pinnacle of the album. This is a brilliant mix of cinematic storytelling, rapid-fire lyrical delivery, an iconic bassline, and his legendary anti-gravity lean in the music video.